And we'll set an embargo towards the end for 10:30 p.m. this evening. We'll start with Ian.
Hello, Pep.
Hi.
Now you've had a few days to reflect on what happened the other night and maybe watch the game back as well. How do you actually feel about that match?
It's forgotten. Good learning, hopefully, but it's forgotten. It's next. In Premier League, when in modern football, all the clubs, you have to learn what happened, good things and bad things, and think of the next one.
Can you forget that?
Right now, yeah.
And do you think your players can? Because, I don't know, from your perspective, when you look at it, are you more pleased about the version of your team that went 5-1 in front, or are you more concerned about the team that made it 5-4?
Of course, I'm concerned with things. With the good things, and we try to understand what happened to concede the goals and don't be as good as we were in the first half. So it's not much. Opponent always count. I'm highly consideration about Marco and Fulham for many, many years. Since was be promoted. When he was in the Championship, came here, I don't know if FA Cup or Carabao Cup. And he played really, really good. And that year was promoted for the Premier League. And I know we scored 5 goals there. It's not easy. The chances that we create even more. But sometimes, of course, we see what happened, to lose with a good result, that momentum, and it's part of the growth, part of the mistakes, part of the process that we have to accept it, and then tomorrow another one.
It's been a crazy season in many ways already. Does Sunderland embody that more than anyone, the way that they've come into the league and the damage that they've done to the top teams already?
All I can say, from my humble opinion, they deserve where they are. When you play new promoted, play 3 games, 4 games, 5 games, okay, momentum can happen. But have 14 fixtures in this Premier League, and these opponents, like everyone, City the first, suffer every single games, to take results and be in that position, they deserve it. If you tell me what they do, there are 4 or 5 or 6 items, concepts they do, all of them they do well. Otherwise, they would not be who they are. In this league, impossible. So, a good challenge for us.
Hi, Pep. Your first ever Premier League game was against Sunderland in 2016, yeah?
David Moyes was there.
Yeah, you had a big smile on your face before the game.
I had?
Yeah.
Sure?
I'm sure, yeah. I just watched it, yeah. Do you still have that same level of excitement all these years on?
Excitement, yes, after that. Sorry,
go on.
Tell me, sorry, I didn't understand that. I was focusing 10 years ago.
Yeah, you were very excited before that game. Is there still that same level of excitement all those years on?
Different one. It's a different one. We are not the same like 10 years ago. So the first game in the Premier League at home, the expectations that I had, or all the people were around staff 10 years later, score is different. I'm not saying it's better or worse. It's completely different. It's normal.
And before that game, you'd said you were looking forward to seeing the Premier League in real life, not just on television. How has that experience been during all those years?
It was fulfilled. If you tell me, reflect after 10 years, how was my experience or what I live here, I don't have enough words to express what I live. Mainly good moments, but bad moments as well. The incredible people I met here. So, have been an exceptional journey, I would say. All I can say. Have been top.
And just separately, Thomas Tuchel has spoken to the BBC and said during the World Cup, England substitutes will stay in the dressing rooms because of the high temperatures. Having experienced that during the Club World Cup, just explain how to...
Yeah, 94 was the United States of America. We played in Dallas one day, and wow. We were out, and maybe it would have been better to be inside. Like Thomas, maybe he will decide. So, yeah. In some parts, I don't know, in the States, in Mexico, it will happen in summertime. It's hot, so. A lot of irritation?
Yeah, irritation.
A lot of drinks.
Hi, Pep. Going back to the goals conceded specifically, obviously the 4 at Fulham and the two against Leeds as well at the Etihad. You speak there about learning from mistakes or experiences and moving on. What has been your message to the group? What learnings do you take from specifically those two games? Because Sunderland at the weekend will present a lot of problems as well, won't they?
Yeah, you're right. And the 3 goals against Leeds and the 5 goals against Fulham as well. Yeah, you can see the two versions.
Yeah.
Right? So, always we have done many good things. So, how many shots on target had Leeds? 3? I scored 2. Had 2 goals, but it's not bad. How many shots on target at 4, maybe 6, 5, 6? So the average for they shoot and we concede is high. Had to improve. Of course, you had to improve. Of course. So all the goals was in the edge. We didn't have players there to defend in that position. And yeah, we would talk today, maybe tomorrow morning. But different opponent, different qualities. Like had Fulham, the way they play is a little bit different. The rhythm, physicality, Sunderland is impressed, but not just that. So with the ball, defensively, many good concepts. So, but yeah, of course, I don't like to concede 2 goals and 4 goals and 6 goals in 2 games. But at the same time, we are the team scoring the most, and we have to build from that. Have to fix these kind of things that we believe we can do better. Lose what we are is create chances and goals because we are built the team for that. But of course, so we concede 4 goals in games and 3 goals in games. The goals will be so difficult. You have to be more solid. Yeah, right. But belong to everyone, not just for the keepers or defenders. I saw the game. I had the feeling, the diagnosis, what you have to do. And the players will know it today.
Can I ask about Rayan Aït Nouri? Obviously, he came in the summer. The club spent a fair amount of money on him. Started just 3 games in the Premier League. I know he's had injuries, but is he taking a bit longer to settle than you'd hope?
Ryan played in the World Cup, was really good in the season. Played the first game against Wolves, played the second against the Spurs, and after were injured. And after came Niko. And Nico O'Reilly have performed really well. Is the only reason, no more than that. We are really pleased against Rayan Nouri, and I know he's going to help us. He came not just for a certain period, for a long time. He knows the Premier League, can be ductile, can play outside, inside, can play in different positions. But now Nico's playing really good. And that is the only reason why. It's difficult for the players, even for you, and all respect, it doesn't matter. I could not care less. But for my players, of course, it's difficult to understand it, but it's the only reason why. The only reason why.
On that basis then, Niko has started 6 of the last 7. He came on at half-time for Rayan in the other game. Obviously, it's a lot of football, a lot of workload. Do you get in the sense that at some point he will need a rest over the next game, 2 games, 3 games?
Yeah, maybe. That's why I rotate maybe too much, obviously too much against Leverkusen, but the only reason why it was that, is, to fresh legs, and look what happened in the second half against Fulham. Our legs could not run more. So there's a lot of games with energy that it was the decision why in Leverkusen and happened that because we dropped mainly because of lack of energy in our intensity that we have in the first half. Like regain a lot of balls, create a lot of chances. We play in a really, really good game in a tough place. And yeah, so maybe it's going, I don't know when, but at the same time, it's young. No, it's not, I don't know, Bernardo maybe or another players like they are already grandfathers. He's so young, he's a local teenager and recover well. And we see day by day.
And hi, Pep. Just check, is Rodri available this weekend?
No. He's getting better. If you are happy for my answer, it's getting better. So I don't know how long, but it's in the edge that in few years we'll be ready.
Is he ruled out for Real Madrid as well, or is there a chance?
Ask me Madrid.
Fred?
Pep, again about the previous 2 games, like for a manager that is labelled or seen as someone that loves the control, it seems that you could have fun as well after at least the final whistle.
After the final whistle? Yeah. That was relief.
Or you can look the entertainment side of it for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Have to be one of the games of the year, right? Of the season. I don't know, in these awards, right? In the month, they say the game of the week.
Yeah.
We are candidates. Fulham and ourselves, we are candidates to win that game, that's for sure. Definitely.
You were running a lot, like in terms
If
of.
I would be at home on sofa watching that game, I said, I don't change the channel. I'm pretty sure the broadcasters are happy with us. They have a consideration to Marcos and myself. Give me a bottle of wine for all of us. No, I'm not joking. I'm joking. Broadcasters must be happy. Might be. You were?
I was, absolutely.
Good. I played for you.
I was having a bottle of wine. Can I ask about you've been running a lot, like in terms of like distance covered. I think it's above the average. Do you know why? Is that intended?
That's not good. That's not good. When you play better, you run less. You have to run a lot, but you have a good spirit. That is a good point. That is a good point. Because what happened last season we could run, but we didn't run. Well, level was not good. It was all the time. So I'm not naive to understand that you have to, happen in 2 games. You have to try to, to do it better. So it's reality. But at the same time, I'm an incredible optimistic person and positive person, and I want to see the good things that we have done. Against Leeds, look what happened afterwards. One for me, the best manager in the world, Enzo Maresca. I know him quite well, but the job has done in Chelsea is not credit enough. Work in the World Cup, conference, qualification of the Champions League. And that league is so tough. Young team, how develop all the players. So it's exceptional. And go Ellen Road, look what happened. So it's really, 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 really difficult. You are able to win games, and after you don't know why you are lose games. Only happen in this league, in this country. Can happen that. That's why it's always I give incredible credit when we won 4-5 in Fulham. There's a moment, in the right moment, said, oh my God. But after that, I reflect a little bit and said, okay, take the positive things, not just the 3 points. Of course, they help us, the many things that we have done good.
And the last one on me, we have the World Cup draw today. And can I borrow you as a pundit for a moment? Who are the main candidates in your point of view?
Same ones. Everybody knows. We will be agree about the candidates. Maybe we'll be surprised, but we will be agree if we name the 3 or 4 or 5 candidates. Everybody knows it. I would like England be there. So I don't want to be pretend to be too nice, but like I've been here for many years and be part of that country. I would love Thomas and the people can make, the last step and do it.
Set the embargo there for 10:30 p.m. this evening.